What's going on, guys and girls and men and women? I hope I got enough lime leather for this. Check. Worst case scenario, I can use this. What's going on? If you can hear me, drop a comment. Drop it. So I've been going through some different designs for these pull tabs. Don't know if you can see that. So we're doing these custom pull tabs, customers' initials. The first set of boots we did this one, but he came back and said after he got those, he really liked it. So he wanted to add another initial in between the BBs. So that's what we're trying to do now. I did this pull tab pattern initially, but honestly, I wasn't a huge fan of it. And even after I did it, let me see, I'll show you an example. So this is what it turned out. And honestly, I'm not thrilled with it. So I pulled it back off, and we're gonna redo them, because around here, if we're gonna do something, we're gonna do it right. And so now we just, basically scratch a couple hours worth of work, and we start over, and we go from there, back to the original. So we went from this to this to this. It's got a little bit more of a teardrop to it, but I like it. And then this is kind of what it's gonna look like once it's on the boot. Not sure if you can see that. Thank you guys, if you're hopping on here, thank you so much. Drop a comment, let me know where you're watching this from. I am curious where people are watching from. If you can hear me, holler at me. Holla at me. Holla. Salam alaikum. All right. Over every every reel. Thank you so much for subscribing, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't been on YouTube in a while. We've been hopping over on the TikTok. That's where we've been, but I need to come up here. YouTube is better for me because I'm here by myself. The only downside to, and ignore the shirt. I know it says Glock on it, but it is a free shirt, and I will not turn down a free shirt. All right, let's see. All right, well, back to the freaking drawing board with all this crap. Man. Well, it's not really crap. It's just one of those things where I wasted hours trying to build these, thinking that pattern was going to work, and it did not. And after I put them together, I said, you know what, man, this ain't gonna work for me. So I said, well, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it right. So first things first, we got a little pattern done over our pull tab with the initials on it. I know you're probably looking at it backwards because it's mirrored. It is just us three. Mary Lou Sherwood. What's going on, Mary Lou? Yeah, people are just not, they're not, it says we got 32 people watching, but you know, the majority of the people who watch my stuff I think it said 90% of people who watch my videos or get on my lives are not subscribed to the channel. So if you're watching this and you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button, really appreciate it. It motivates me to do more videos like this over here. So subscribe, if you will. Mary Lou, what's going on? Welcome, 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 welcome. Have you been here before? Your name sounds familiar, but I can't remember. I subbed and like, thank you so much, Mary Lou. Thank you. And for the people that do, do gifts and stuff like that, I'm going to start a wall of support. I think I've got a guy on there from Sweden, I think, right now. But anyway, let me get through and start chopping this up. I really wish we could put some music on. I wish YouTube wouldn't get all crazy about it. That's the only downside about YouTube is you can't have music. Let's see. I got a message saying that my dog left the fence. Hang on. What the? Looks like my dog is testing the boundaries. He's pretty good about it though. Subbed. Grace, is it Queemy? Grace Queemy, thank you so much for subscribing and liking the video. Thank you, or liking the live anyway. I can sit here and talk all day, but let me know where you guys are watching from. What do you guys like doing for fun? Mary Lou, what are you talking about? What are we talking about? All right, let me cut this up. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to try it. I'm just going to go ahead and do it this way. I have to go to dinner. Okay, Mary Lou, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for subscribing. We'll see you on the next one. You're subscribed. Hit the little bell icon so you're notified when we hop back on here, okay? You have a good evening. We'll see you next time. Thank you for your support, Mary Lou. I'm sorry. Let's see. I was honestly hoping on being done by now and being home, but I'm not. Thank you. Enjoy your time with your family. That's what I get for trying to be fancy. You know, it's like they say, if it's working, why change it? And I try to change it in the middle of a project. Ugh, that's what I get. Trying to be fancy. I don't know if it's allergies or what, man, but every time I sit here in this shop, I think it's the mold. And this shop's got mold. It's old. This building I'm in now is like 100 years old, over 100 years old. Long. So I gotta be careful not to tear up these bees. I'll glance occasionally up there to see what's going on. if you're watching up there, give me a thumbs up. Share the live if you will. If you have any comments, man, just drop them at the bottom. We could just chit chat, hang out for a little bit. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. There we go. We got the first one. So, in case you were wondering, I'm a boot maker here in Georgia. I'm in Georgia because I know somebody's dying to ask me, where are you located, man? So. The L. All right, that's the L. We've got another B to cut out. And then we'll use this as the basis for our templates for when we start building the other stuff. So if you're just chiming on here, just let me know what's going on. Let me know what your favorite boot brand is, and I'll tell you if it's good or not. We got 10 people on here. Welcome. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. Oof. Somebody was telling me earlier the allergies are just bad this year, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if it's allergies or mold. All right. There we go. So that's going to be what the pull tabs are going to look like. It's a lot better than what I started with, so we're going to go with it. The first set of pull tabs I did for this particular customer, because this is like this is a good bit. So I wish we could put some music on. I guess we can, I just won't be able to upload the video. Huh. What y'all think? Should I just put some music on and forget about it? The downside to putting music on is that I can't, I won't be able to monetize it. And I need to get paid one way or another. But, let's see. Oh. So, all right. I'm trying to use this whole thing because I need it for something else. Or should I just go with black? Give me some ideas. So I've got to build some pull tabs for these boots, right? Now, initially I built them like this, but now I'm thinking about making them out of black leather, making some pull tabs out of black leather, and then he said something about maybe doing like inlay in blue, which I think would be really cool if we did something like this. Let's see what else I got. This blue. Let me show you. So build them black, right? So we'll, similar to this, we'll cut the leather black. We'll do black like this, and then we'll do blue inlays with black stitching. I might do that. That might be a better, I can use this one to line them. Give me some ideas. Anybody got any ideas? Come on now. We got some ideas, don't we? Top fans are Mary Lou Sherwood, Every Real, and Grace Liquid. Or Queemy. Grace Queemy. Let's see. I wish this was kind of like TikTok where you could see who was on. Trying to see what is Lou. Let's see. I guess we'll put some line on my burger. Looks a little better. If you're just up and on, give me some ideas. I kind of like the black theme with the blue inlays. What do y'all think? What do you think? What do you think? I'm digging it. I'm digging it. You know, let me send him a picture. I'm talking to the customer right now, see what he thinks, what he wants to do. Let's see. That's what you're not making progress. Ah, pinche Juan. Sí, ya me vine para acá, güey. Aquí es más calmado el rollo. No, es cuando hablo con el pinche cliente. Let's see. I'm communicating with the customer. Hang on. None of the boots have blue. I just remember you mentioning something about blue, so I didn't know if that was your favorite color or something. This is what I started with. That's about as close of a color as I can get to the top of the shaft. And we can go back to black inlays. Yes, sir. I can do the pull tabs in that same color, and I'll do the black inlays and gator like before. I will have to slightly change the pattern though to the one I sent you earlier due to the intricacies of the piping. Pull tabs will look more like this though. The pattern I designed earlier would be good with a one-piece pull tab, not inlaid and piping and everything put together. It's been a nightmare. Learning experience. What's going on? All right, so basically what I'm doing is I'm communicating with the customer right now based on what I'm doing. Because like I said, we put these pull tabs on this pair of boots, see that? So he likes this color. We'll just have to do it kind of like this. So let me take a picture of this. All right, now that the customer and I are on the same page, we can proceed. Luckily I didn't stitch, I stitched the other side, but I can pull it back off. Because I use rubber cement. That's why I use rubber cement to put some of these things together. So it will be so crazy. I just hate having to waste all that material, but I mean, it's what it is. I'd rather redo them now and he be happy with them than not redo them and, you know, he won't be happy and he not be happy with it. The customers pay me a decent amount of money to have stuff look good, so I'm gonna take my time to make sure that the job looks good. So we gotta go through here and pull all the old stitching out because we gotta start fresh again. But we're not starting from the beginning, we're starting from experience this time. See, I pulled this one off too already. I've got the other boot over there because I was like, man, I stopped because I was like, man, I'm just not happy with it. And it's going to take us a little bit to get all this sorted out, but I'd rather do it now. Like I said, I'd rather do it now than before the customer gets the stuff. It did not work out, or it just didn't look very good, so. All right, so now I got to get some patterns built. And honestly, a lot of this stuff is just, you know, learning experience. Learning experience. And you'll see what I'm gonna do with all this in just a second. Is this all backwards? No. So we need 2 pull tabs with the initials on it. And then we're going to get 2 regular pull tabs that'll go on the other side. All right. Excuse me. All right. What we got here. Make sure we didn't get any crappy pieces. Okay, I'm gonna go back up here now. Get me some decent pull tabs up here. Ron, si tú ves aquí, güey, lo malo que no te puedo subir aquí, güey. So, let's roll this up. It's got more of a grayish thread. Once I get ready to do those, I'll pull out some leather and see if I got something that'll match it close. And we'll go with that. So it blends evenly instead of popping out. Mary Lou, welcome back. Welcome back. The other pair of loop cases are all black, so you can do black pull tabs, black inlays, or choose a different color if you'd like. All right. Welcome back, welcome back. So what we're going to do now is I'm actually going to, making sure that's not the issue right there, it's probably just a fold. So trim these up a little bit. Go ahead and cut them. Yeah, we'll cut them through here. At this point, I don't cut them all the way, because what I'm gonna do is I'm going to stick them on some folder Let me find that folder. I guess we'll go ahead and use this one again. And you'll see why. If you stick around and watch, you'll see why I do this. This is just rubber cement. I promise you there is a method to this madness. Monkey business. What's going on? You know, there's a little town. I'm in Georgia, so there's, you know, Columbus, Georgia, there's a little Cuffy. I see that. I see that, Mary Lou. I said hi. I said, welcome back. You must have not heard me. There's a little spot that sells coffee, and they have a coffee called the Monkey Business. It's sweet as I'd get out, so I don't drink it a lot. So I guess I'll just put this one together. Trim this one up. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hang on, I can check real quick if it's working. Hang on. What's up? Oh, it works. Let's see, Mike is making stuff. He says, funny, I found your stream again. I just received a gift of a decorative leather working kit. Don't know anything about it yet. Got any resources? As far as resources go, you can look up online, just look up like Maker's Leather Supply or something like that. And they should give you some, you know, they'll show you how to build stuff. Because a lot of it's going to boil down to whatever the kit is that you got, you know, whether it's already like a building kit or is it just basic tools to do basic stuff, you know, for you to go buy the material and build basic stuff. So it just depends. Yeah, I say give it a shot, man. Give it a shot. That's how I started, with a little kit from, I think, Hobby Lobby, of all places. Then it grew to what it is today. My wife kind of regrets it, but it's okay. She's happy for me. She said this thing grew a lot bigger than what she was expecting. She said she was like, just a little side gig, huh? Yeah, so you, did it come with any like tools and stuff? Like, well, did it come with any leather material? Oh, yeah, those are just cotton, not cotton. Those are just, I actually got some right here somewhere. I got some summer, but that's basically so you can do the edging and all that kind of stuff. Well, that dries. I'm gonna go ahead and get. I need some more of this stuff so we can get it going. It's hard for me to explain to you without seeing the tools. Yeah, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Without me seeing the tools, it's hard to say, hey, what is this for? What is that? Best thing to do is just go on YouTube, man, and just search basic leather tools and what they're used for. And you should get a video that explains it. Because without seeing it, I mean, I can't really tell you what's what, you know. I used to have a piece of cardboard to do a little jump. This will be perfect, actually, right here. I'm waiting for that stuff to dry so we can start cutting it, or put it on there and then cutting it. Let me get my contact cement. Yeah, so the pointed wheel will be like what they call like a stitch groover. Not a stitch groover, a stitch marker. The chisels to like a fork almost is so you can hand stitch. That's what that is. Or there stands for tooling. So you can do designs on leather and that sort of thing. If you would have caught me in a different day when I wasn't trying to get this done yesterday, I would have probably taken a little more time to show you what each tool does, because I've got all those tools you're referring to. But now I'm just trying to get this done so I can go home. But no, like if I'll try to get on maybe sometime this coming week. It's just been crazy, man. I'm trying to get this done for this customer, and he's got an event coming up, so I want to make sure he sent me 3 pairs of boots to relast, and I'm doing my best to send him at least 1 pair this week and try to get him the other 2 next week. So we're doing what we do this, and then I've got this that needs to be done. I got repairs that need to be done. I got people asking about their boot orders. So, we're just taking it one day at a time. So I'm not trying to ignore you. I'm not trying to push you away, nothing like that. It's just, it's Saturday. I should be home with the kids. I should be trying to take stuff off that trailer we just bought, but I'm here. So, I appreciate your support. this. I am raza. I am Mexican. Yeah, and it could be, because like I said, without knowing where you got the kit from and all this and that, I couldn't really tell you, be honest with you, but yeah, it could be, man. All right, let me put this up for now so I'll dry it up. Take my little roller thing, get this to stick pretty good. Yeah, it could be. You know, they say own your own business. They said you'd be happy. Sometimes I feel like I'd be happy working for somebody else. I don't know. I say that, but I don't know. I like doing what I do. I'm fortunate and blessed to be able to do what I do and make a living at it. So I can't really complain, you know? Could I make more money working for somebody else? Absolutely. No, you're good, man. You're good. You're good. I'm just over here chit-chatting, man. I'm just, you know, because YouTube doesn't want you to have music on, because then they won't let you monetize the channel, man. You know, they need to lighten up. I get it, though. If somebody was using my music on the platform, I'd want my royalties, too. You know what I'm saying? So I can't complain. Yeah, you can do that, or you can go, you can order these little boards like this online, man, for like, you can get this little board, that's what it's for punching on stuff. Now, if you're tooling on stuff with tools, then you need like a marble top, and you can get those online for like 20 bucks. Or you can go to like your store, you know, go to town. You probably have like a little marble place where they do headstones and stuff. Get you one of those. Sometimes they'll do some cheap ones. You got something they're trying to throw away, get rid of. They'll be happy to sell it to you for nothing. They'll be happy for you to just come take it. Rick Spencer. Hey, Rick Spencer. I haven't forgotten about you. I have not forgotten about you. Actually, I got Rick Spencer, the guy who just commented. I got his boots back here, so we're gonna lower them heels on them puppies for him. I'm just trying to get these pull tabs done for this customer real quick. And actually, I may do your boots on a live one of these days, if we can get to it. Okay, so now I gotta cut these out. Make sure we got a good blade. There you go. Now that's for tooling. I wouldn't punch stuff on it. But if you wanna, that's for like doing like punching letters and just tooling like this with your tools. But if you're actually like I wouldn't use a chisel and use it to punch holes, because it'll just dull the crap out of your tools. That's if you're punching holes or you're using that little fork looking thing to poke through, you're gonna need something soft like this, or I'll get you a piece of wood. Since if you already got wood, that'll probably work. All right, let's see this. Okay. I've got a machine that'll probably cut these for me, but because of what I'm trying to do, that it's HDPE cutting board. I got a 4x8 HDPE cutting table that I use. And don't get offended if I get quiet. I'm just trying to focus on here because I don't need to mess this up. We just got to be very careful not to pull it too hard, because the center part of the situation. There we go. And that might work. I've never used it personally, but it might work. So that's the first letter out. We got 5 more. So let's get to it. I think something's wrong with my knife over here. You know, the funny thing is I got to save all these letters in because I got to put them back in as fillers. So, Mike is making stuff. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I guess I'll put it right here so I can see what's going on. See if anybody comments. I can look at them real quick on this phone while I'm sitting here. Sorry for my nose, it's just been a pain in the butt here recently. All right. There we go. So that's kind of what it looks like now. That L is not as wide as I would have liked, but I can always, the good thing about this design on the L is I can make it wider. Like this. Let me see if I can. There we go, looks a little better. There we go. So let's do this one real quick and then we'll start, because we got to skive it, we got to do all this other stuff, so. Yeah, I mean, the scars will do that, you know, because even here we have to, when we get a piece of leather or a piece of hide in or side or whatever you want to call it, I have to go through and make sure I look at all the scars, I look at everything, because we don't want to necessarily want to use scars because it's not going to mess it up, but it could cause some issues with the durability, longevity. So, all right, let's do this one real quick so we can go home at a reasonable time anyway. My wife said, "Are you gonna be home by the time I go home?" I said, I hope so. If not, my butt's gonna be here tomorrow working. See, because I'm the kind of person, if I tell you I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I told this customer I was going to have his boots shipped, and they will be shipped. They will be shipped. What's that question? I'll give you a good answer, or as best answer as I can give you. Oh, those are to protect you when you stitch. So when you stitch, I mean, I have leather gloves that I use for stitching, and that's exactly what that is. It's like little thick little piece of leather that go in your fingers, so that when you pull it, when you pull the leather, it doesn't cut your fingers. Because I've stitched before, and boy, it just slices right through your fingers, and it hurts. That's what it is. It's to protect your little fingers. That's exactly what it is. Oh shoot, part of this B fell apart. I guess I cut it too close. All right, almost. 2 more letters. Yeah, that's what it is. Cause I mean, I wear gloves, like some thick leather gloves, to protect my fingers, especially when I'm stitching. Cause you pull them tight. If you're hand stitching, you don't have to really pull them as tight, but you can still, it'll cut the piss out of your fingers, man. Especially if you're like me, you're having to re-welt boots all the time. Let's see what all we got here. Anytime, Mike. Anytime. I do what I can. Let's see if we can get this last letter out of here. Yeah, I'm the same way, Mike. I am like the most impatient person, and this type of work requires a lot of patience, man. More patience than I ever have, to be honest with you. So I've had to learn to slow down, and that's why I'm having to redo them, because I kind of rushed them a little bit the first time, and I wasn't very happy with how they turned out. So now, as you can see, I'm having to redo them, change the design of them. But you know, we learn from working, and we learn from trying. So that's all that matters. All right, so that's these letters, and I got to keep the letters within their stuff so that. All right, so now I've got to skybolt the stuff. In other words, thin it out. So what I'm probably going to do first is I'm going to go to my granite, so we can sky this out a little better. I'm going to put you over here, right here. Light probably sucks, but be patient with me. Be patient with me. So I don't know if you can see or not. Maybe not. I can't really see. So basically what I'm doing now is I'm skiving it so that when we get the other pieces in here, we can let them lay in here really nice, and it'll create that little puff effect. The key is getting some of this stuff to See how I kind of skive the letters out, thinning them out on the edges there. So put this one back. And I'm being very mindful of what letters I cut from which one, because I got to put those back in after I put the whatever we're filling them up with. So. And this is very tedious stuff, so if you're still watching, I appreciate it. This ain't nothing fun. This is nothing fun, I tell you. It's tedious. There we go. I don't know if you can see how I've skived it. So what that'll happen is when I put the inlay in there, it'll actually puff it up, make it look real nice. So now that we're done with that part, now what I gotta do is I gotta cut them, and then we gotta skive all the way around to make them look good. So we'll do that now. Again, I really appreciate if you're still watching this. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. See, so now they're taking shape. So that's what the end pull tab is going to look like, and then this is going to be folded over like this. So they're starting to look like pull tabs now. But I'm probably going to have to end it here and just come finish it tomorrow. Gotta go get the kids. So, see. And we'll go ahead and trim these up. We'll skive everything up, and then we'll be ready for the piping here. Remember we put glue on this thing earlier, or rubber cement. And then once we put that on, we'll be ready to line them, and then we'll stitch them, and then we'll put them on. But I've got to do the inlays first. The reason why I like to put cardboard or something on the other side of it is so that it cuts better. It holds the pattern a little better because the leather will tend to move. Uncommon Woman, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Oh, shoot. No, I don't remember which one's which. This was this one. This was this one. Really? Yeah, I've been live. It says I've been live for 83 minutes. 84 minutes, actually. So yeah, we've been on here for a minute. So yeah, it's weird that you didn't get notification. Do you have the little bell icon activated on my channel? All right. Where's the lighter? We gotta burn all these little fuzzies. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Because yeah, we've been live for, this thing says, what, 85 minutes now? So, let me grab my other knife and we'll scav these things. I just had it. I think I pushed it over here somewhere. There it is. I knew I had it. All right, let's go back to the granite piece. You know, I think I'm gonna get him off of this. All right. Go back here, do as much as we can before we go. See, so now we did the edges. Edges on all of these. Took too much off that little corner. Oh, shoot. That's two. All right, put this one back, grab the other one. We're almost done with this part anyway. there we go. Edges are scabbed. It's my little Tina knife. That's what I used to scab. It's a little Tina 230. All right. So now, this chair hurts my butt. All right. We take the ladder to the edges. So we can get rid of all the fuzzies. Actually, before we do that, where's the gator hide? We're gonna do gator inlays. So, let me scab the edges of this real quick. Okay. So now, thank you, Uncommon Woman. Thank you, thank you. So that will go in here. Like that. And then these. And then once this is in there, Rebecca Friel, what's going on, Rebecca? All right, so we got this one. Rebecca. What's going on, Rebecca? Rebecca. Okay. Yeah, hang on. I thought I had it tilted down far enough. It might have been because I just moved it. Let me see. Is that better? I'm over here getting the pattern for this pull tab. Actually, let me raise it up a little bit. Give me a sec. That way you can get more of a angle. Let me know if that's better. Piece of gator I had laying around. You're welcome. Thank you for letting me know. Because if y'all don't tell me, I really don't know. So thank you. All right, let me turn around real quick and I guess I can scav it on here. Hang on. So y'all can see the magic as it unfolds. Let's see. So basically we have to cover that. So do that. Let me scav the edges a little bit. this is what they call an inlay, because we're inlaying the leather into these little cracks, and that's why we skived it, so that when we stitch it, it actually puffs out. Did I not skive the top of that leather? Let me go back. Doesn't look like I finished the skive over here. Hang on. I think I might have missed this part. It's kind of dark back there, honestly. Better, much better. There we go. This little piece of leather over here. All right. Cool. Oh, shoot. All right. Y'all ready for the magic? All right, get these little pieces off here. All right, so just gotta line it up. See, so now that piece of alligator is right back there. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this piece of the cardboard that we had up here. Just gotta be real careful with it. There we go. All right. So that's what the letters look like now. And we still have to, you know, do the stitching, the puffs, and okay. So now, this is the tricky part. So remember, we have all these little letters left over here from before. So we got to go back and fill those in. Right? Let me see. It's 6 o'clock, guys. All right, so let me grab this pen so we can see what we're doing. All right, so the key is I need to find where those little that way we can put the letters back in. Where they need to go. That'll kind of give me a little general idea of where the letters are. And so what I do now is we put some more rubber cement in here. And what we start doing is we start putting these letters in their little hole, or where they belong anyway. Up. Like that. Right? Let's see. John Gonzalez, hey, I'm making inlaid cowboy boot pull tabs. So we're doing the patterns right now we're basically just putting them together, but they're pull tabs. The customer wanted his initials on them, and we just got to find the little holes like that. And now we put, this one fell apart, so we have to put it back together as well. So, let's see. And so, and I don't know if you can see, but when we stitch that, it'll pinch it like that. And it'll bring out that gaiter out a little bit. And if you'll want, we can do this again tomorrow. I'll finish them on live tomorrow sometime. I can't remember what we got going on tomorrow. But so now what I got to do is, now that this is done, we got to start lining them up. So I'll go ahead and put some more rubber cement on it. Let this dry while we do the next one. And then we'll set this one to the side. And then we'll start putting this one together. The other ones are basically just chilling out because they're done. These are just the ones we have to get done. Like that. Hopefully y'all can't see my head up in there. There we go. So, and basically just adds a little more pizzazz to these boots, you know. So we'll go back with this again and try to find the spots. That's the B. Try to find the L. Try to find that B again. That's the other B. All right. Now, I'm sure there's a million ways to skin a cat, but this is just the way that I've just done it. I've never really had any formal training as far as doing this work specifically. I've had guidance, you know, where they say do this, do that, or maybe giving me some steps. But as far as like this process, I mean, it's just kind of how I've been doing it. So it's not the, you know, one will be all kind of deal, you know. And then, thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you guys for the gifts. Thank you guys for the comments. Really appreciate that. If you guys are enjoying watching the process of me building custom pull tabs for cowboy boots, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. All right, so we're gonna put contact cement on, not contact, rubber cement. And the other two, these are just the ones that have the initials. These two, we can go ahead and take the paper off because these are just getting rubber cement, and then we're done. Go ahead and get this off. And then get this. This one should be pretty close now. So now we add our piping, which is this piece right here. Hopefully we didn't tear anything off the edge there. Okay, so now we got to add this piece to it. All right, so let's start this way. Can you guys see, or? I mean, it's not. Cut it off like that, an angle. So I can go back and just fold this underneath it like this. Let's see. All right, so now we're making progress. That's what it looks like now. So this one, all it needs now is we got to do the liner. see if I got enough room for these. It's one. Three. Four. Perfect. Okay. Just checking. All right. We have enough for all four. Okay. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some more rubber cement on this one. Marty, what's going on, Martin? Yeah, this thing. Yeah, this customer, he's pretty conservative when it comes to like colors and stuff. Me, I would, I don't know. I just like red and black and like, or like blue, blue and black, like this color right here with black. That to me would be, would cool like this, you know, something like this, blue, black. I don't know. I'm just, all right, so this one, so let me do that. So let me put, I need to put a bunch of rubber cement on this so we can go ahead and stick them together. We're going to use the majority of this, rest of this piece, so we'll go ahead and get it done. So it dries by the time we get done with all this. And probably what I'll do is I'll probably just leave it drying overnight and just come finish them tomorrow. Because these boots are getting shipped. They need to be gone. All right, we'll set this to the side here for a minute. All right. Same here. Everybody's good. We're doing T-ball with our kids. I think Gabe's got practice on Monday, I believe. Monday. Somebody's got practice on Monday. So I'm just peeling this card up. It's actually a manila folder is what I glue them on. But a lot of people use like, you know, that little poster board stuff you get that you do your project, science projects on with the glossy, because you want to glue them to glossy stuff so it doesn't peel up a lot of stuff, but I found the manila folders work just as good. I think the other stuff will probably work pretty decent, see? I mean, they're turning out pretty good. And it'll look a lot better once we stitch it because it'll bring that gator out. And I may jump back up on here. I mean, we got 7 people watching. I mean, if y'all want to watch the whole process, I can sneak away from the house tomorrow. Well, I won't be able to sneak away. I'll have to bring the kids with me, so there might be some chatter. Yeah, they enjoy T-ball more than I thought they would, honestly. I just have to keep an eye on Sam, the little one, the 4-year-old, because he likes to get naked and just run around, so he does not like to have clothes on for whatever reason. Am I on the screen here? Let me see. Maybe I need to tilt it up just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, he about pulled his pants down in the middle of T-ball there and trying to go pee. I said, buddy, this ain't your house, kiddo. You gotta go to the toilet. He said, no, I wanna go right here. I was like, boy, you better act civilized around here. He said, but Papa, I want to go right here. I was like, no. Sneak this one back down here, like that. There we go. My nose gets so runny every time I come in here. I don't know. My wife thinks it might be the mold or something. I don't know. This building's old. There we go. So that's number 2. That's what the back looks like so far. You see, we pull it. These are called the plugs. We put the letters back in, and then once we stitch it, it'll bring it out. Let me put some rubber cement on it. Like I said, I'll probably let them dry overnight once I put them in on the liners. And then if y'all want to hop on here tomorrow, I'll bring the kids over. Because I got stuff I got to do here anyway. If it's not working on boots, it's working on our trailer. We got to clean it up. Oh, man. He pulled all the good stuff off of it. Crap. I don't like this rubber cement I bought. I just don't like it. Yeah, we can add them to it. We can put your initials on them or whatever. You know, design or... They're cool. I mean, once I've got a pair. This same customer had me add some more to other pairs, and you can find them online or on my Facebook or somewhere. But they turned out real nice. I was happy with the way they turned out. And I'm going to be happy when the way these turn out too, because they're looking good. All right, gotta flip this way. Oh man, I don't know if it's allergies or what, but it is bugging the crap out of me. My wife thinks it's mold, but I don't know. Guess she's always right. Chunk got stuck on there. Man, did it pull everything? This rubber cement sucks. But I guess that's the whole point of rubber cement, is it comes off, you rub it off. Yeah, that's what my wife says. But I don't know exactly what it is, so I can't really comment on it. I just told her that I feel like it's been, because if I go home or I'm out of here, I'm not like this. My nose isn't running. And she says, well, you're always tired. And so she thinks that's what it is, but I don't know. I'm not a professional. All right, let's put this thing on. Hopefully we don't pull the rubber cement off of this piece again. All right. let's try it. Surprised my wife hasn't called me yet. We've been here for 2 hours. Wow. Wow. I don't feel bad charging what I charge for these pull tabs anymore. It's time consuming. Flip this over. There we go. I got to cut that notch so that beading will turn with that sharp little corner there. All right, put some rubber cement on. Yeah, this rubber cement sucks. This one don't seem to work as good. I'm gonna have to put this one on my do not buy again list. All right, now I'm gonna get this. That should be enough for this rubber cement. Bring this piece back. And then we can start putting this down. So we'll start like this. That's one. This one's still a little wet, but maybe it'll be fine. There we go. All right. So from here on out, we just basically stitch around it. Stitch around the edges there to hold everything down. Here we'll stitch around everything, and then we stitch in between, we stitch the letters in. And that should make those letters puff out once they grab down to the, once they grab the plug. So, like you can see here, it's almost puffing out the way it needs to be. I'm much more happy with this than this, the initial, and these weren't bad, but I just wasn't happy with them. These are much more happier with. So, but we'll finish them tomorrow. It's 6:25. We've been on here for over 2 hours, so I think it'll be good. If I'll stitch these on tomorrow. If y'all want to watch it, just make sure you follow. Thank you so much for your support, and we'll see you tomorrow sometime. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you guys tomorrow sometime. Lord willing, we'll be here. Unless something comes up. But for us, as of right now, I'll be here tomorrow finishing these up. So you guys have a good evening. We'll see you on tomorrow. Thank you.